embassy there in New Kingston, I was there are others, protesting against the British. And there were protests other places in the Caribbean, in Belize, in Trinidad, in other places, because reparation has grown to be a significant movement across the Caribbean and the world in particular. The state of California have just commissioned a task force to look into reparation for African Americans in California. Just recently, Digicel's chairman, Dennis O'Brien, mentioned that he is in discussions with other business tycoons to see how they could support the Caribbean region through educational and health and supporting other areas under the guise of reparation. Because more and more people are realizing that what happened to Africans during colonialism and the days of slavery were criminal acts. It wasn't any normal thing. No one is born to be a slave. And if you're forced to be a slave to work for the benefit of another person, you should be paid. And not just slavery. As we mentioned, they raped our ancestors. They killed our ancestors. And for all of this brutality, something is owed to Jamaicans and Caribbean people. The planters in Jamaica would have gotten the lion's share of that 20 million because Jamaica was the largest colony for the British during the days of slavery and colonialism. And so it is important for us to mention Jamaica different because the reparation movement in Jamaica, in the Caribbean, is really inspired by the reparation movement here in Jamaica. For almost 2 decades now, the reparation movement has been very strong in Jamaica. And at almost 10 years now, CARICOM governments convened and started the CARICOM Reparations Commission that acts as an intergovernmental agency for CARICOM members. And at the national level, you have the National Reparation Commissions, which they call them councils. And in Jamaica, you have the National Council on Reparation that is manned through the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport. There's also many, as I said, there are many global movements and civic bodies which have been created over the past decade to campaign for reparatory justice. Importantly, there is a Center for Reparation Research at the University of the West Indies Regional Headquarters, located at the Mona Campus, St. Andrew, which is headed by Director Professor Vereen Shepherd, a long-time staunch advocate for reparation. She is internationally known for her advocacy and her academic scholarship in the field of social history. I invite you to go on Amazon and to buy the book, An Introduction to Reparation for Secondary Schools, a booklet done by Professor Vereen Shepherd and Gabriel Hemmings. This is the book for those who would like to know more about reparation. You can go to the Euro Bookshop, and I guess it will be in other bookshops as well. And Amazon, everything is online. You can buy this book. It is important to know that the reparation movements in Jamaica and the Caribbean did not start at the university and in government ministries. Their contributions have brought structure and institutionalization to reparation. This movement started with our ancestors who have always rebelled and stood up for freedom and a just living worthy of all human beings. It was not only Paul Bogle, but many others before and after him that have stood up for this cause. The Rastafari movement, which started right here in Jamaica, specifically St. Thomas, in 1930, have many campaigners for reparation and indeed repatriation for many years. These are campaigners, and there are campaigners in Africa and from Africa for decades. Many of us mix up the terms repatriation and reparation. Repatriation is really the act of, it's a kind of exodus, going back home to Africa. So Rastafari brothers and sisters have always been chanting repatriation, too long in Babylon, one go back our yard. But reparation, as you would have understood by this, is the act of paying for the injustices. It's a kind of restitution for the crimes committed against a people. The Vice Chancellor at the University of the West Indies, Sir Professor Hilary Beckles, is one of the most noted academics who has been writing and campaigning for reparation for decades.